Hi there, Amanda from Lighthouse.io here. We've gotten the question a few times on how audits work, and specifically what's the difference between scores and weights. So I thought we'd walk through an example and clarify that a bit. Now, if you watched our creating an audit video, you will remember setting up our test inspection. If I go into my test inspection to edit it, I can take a look at the options that we've set, the scores we provided, and the weight of each question. A score is the value of the question in its own context. So, for example, if we answer the question, are the floors swept? And the answer is yes, that's going to get a score of pass. And that means it'll get 100% of the total score. Scores can be values between 0 and 1. If I were to add another option here, say we wanted to allow them to say is improvement required, I can give that a score of 0.5 and say that is worth 50% of the total weight of the question. Weight, on the other hand, is the value of the question in the context of the entire audit. So, for example, if I'm asking these two questions about the entrances and I say the glass is worth more than the floors, I can change the weight of the glass question to 2. Now, if I say improvement was required on glass, the total score is going to be 1, 0.5, meaning the value of that answer in the context of the question, multiplied by the total value of the question, the weight. Let's take a look at this in the report so we can see how this plays out. If I go to my reports and I click into my audits and I look at a recent test inspection that's been completed, I can see the questions that have been asked and the scores that were provided. Where the group score is calculated is the value, so that this total group is worth 2, each question was worth 1 point. The glass was a fail, so 0 points were provided, and the total score is 1 out of 2. Moving down to my bathrooms, where we said the toilets needed improvement, that only got half of a point out of the total weight, and the total group score came to 1.5 out of 3, meaning this overall audit received an overall value of 2.5 out of 5. The bathrooms were worth more than the entrances relatively. I hope that makes sense. If you have any other questions about audits and differentiating between scores and weights, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them.